I hate Ireland.
Too. But I am a great vlogger. But vlogging became like really expensive because Northern Ireland and Belfast is not really that interesting. So I sort of got bored of vlogging here in my own city.
And that's pretty much all there is to do here. That's actually one of the main reasons why I stopped daily vlogging, is because there's nothing to do here. There's nothing to do. There's barely any events, there's no clubs, there's no nice places to visit. It's just, that's actually one of the big reasons why me and Kai are moving away from here, is because this place just sort of sucks it out of here. And not in the good way. There's not really anything to do in this stupid city.
Really boring. There's nothing here! But I guess that can be said about all of Northern Ireland. There's just nothing around for miles! This is it. What you're looking at right here is Northern Ireland, a microcosm, an example. Oh, this road smells.
A lot of people in Northern Ireland don't even know what a TV is, let alone a drum. I want to go travel some places in Northern Ireland. As bland as they may be, there are some places that I haven't been to yet. Oh well, start looking at the positives of being back in Belfast. Let's see. Working super hard on new projects. That's it, dude. Belfast is so uninspiring. Funny because like whenever we leave Ireland to go traveling or whatever, it always reminds me like how much I do not like living in Northern Ireland. Like it's so boring, it's so dead. Like there are very few YouTubers in Northern Ireland, and the ones that do exist obviously aren't big enough to do it full time. So it's pretty lonely in Northern Ireland because whenever I want to hang out with some friends, I can't because I have to wait for the freaking weekend, and then when the weekend rolls along, they're usually out drinking with their friends anyway. Back into sunny Belfast. I'm so glad we're traveling again in the next couple of weeks. I don't like being back here. All I want to do is leave here as much as possible. I hate it so much. I cannot wait to fly hundreds of miles in every direction away from this place. Not only that, but there's like loads of friends here, and I don't have any YouTuber friends in Belfast, so we can't network and hang out and talk about things. Me and Kaya are isolated in Belfast. There is no one there because everyone with sense has left. It's not like Belfast where people like sit down in the back and like just drink and just be like, oh, whatever. But like in Dublin, people get up and they appreciate the bands that are on stage, and like they came up and they were like moshing at the front, and there was like a bit of a pit going on. It was like, and then that really gave us like a lot of fire, and then we played really, really well.
Love to vlog, but vlogging in Belfast is just not possible. I've been to Dublin. I don't like it. I've been to Belfast, I hate it. One of the few things I like about Belfast is the fact that real estate's cheap as hell. I usually have to film pretty incognito whenever I go into stores in Northern Ireland because these Northern Irish types have never seen a camera like that before. There's not a lot of YouTubers or creators who live in Northern Ireland, so they usually don't understand why else I would be filming if it wasn't for something nefarious. So we're actually in the city now, so you see the whole cityscape looks awful.
Belfast never has anything cool. Never has anything cool. In a major contrast to everyone else who lives in Northern Ireland.
I actually forget that people put salt like on their food, and then whenever someone offers me salt, like, you know, I'm like, what? No.
Seriously, like everybody we know in Northern Ireland just literally will go through this in a day. Oh. Belfast is awesome.
You will change your mind about that, boy.
Yeah. Personally, from playing shows in Belfast it's not the best, but it really is a beautiful city.
You starting to like it?
The people not so much, but everyone in that bar last night was amazing. But in general, yeah, it's a great city. Better than Belfast. God, people are so rude in Belfast. Usually with me, it's like whenever I leave Belfast, I'm like, great, this is fun. As long as we're leaving Belfast, I'm good. So, what we've decided is we are going to stay right here in Belfast. And I know what you're thinking. Jake, you said it sucks and you hate it and it's terrible and why would anyone want to live there? And you're absolutely right. It does suck and it's terrible and nothing happens here. To the point where pretty much everyone who's creative that we've ever met or known or been friends with here has actually left, which is why I don't have any friends here anymore, because they've realized, oh, there's nothing here. So let's go somewhere where there is stuff and opportunities for me. But there is another thing that Belfast is, and that is extremely cheap. Belfast is very cheap to live in because no one wants to live here, so you can get some really, really beautiful houses that are as big, if not bigger, and more grand looking than the LA places we were looking at in Glendale. Fist me, Daddy Trump. Hey, going to Belfast. Come to Belfast, everyone's super friendly, super nice. Belfast really sucks.
and it was the best bubble tea place in the entire city, and now it's closed. It became a potato chip sandwich place, right? Or is it a crisp sandwich? Yeah, it became a Northern Irish crisp sandwich place. How absolutely asinine.
I want to be traveling a lot, which is why I don't really have a problem with living here in Northern Ireland, because if I'm barely here, it doesn't really matter. I'm literally just living in Northern Ireland for the cheap living rates and the free healthcare.
When is your next concert, and what are your favorite moments at Power Video event? To answer your first question, because there's two, we don't have another one. Basically, ever since that gig, we've been trying to land another one, but like I have always said that the music scene in Belfast is dead unless you play rehashed old tired Metallica stuff, which is about as heavy as it gets here, or you play indie music or pop or a DJ. Unless you do that sort of widely popular stuff, you're not going to get a gig. So there are no metal gigs in Belfast City, which is like we have tried and tried and tried.
So if anyone is going to be a sheep shagger, it's going to be people over here in Ireland. So I've been living here in Northern Ireland for about 10 years now with no one who speaks my accent, and the Northern Irish accent is so goddamn goofy, I sure as hell wasn't going to pick that up. So I got a house here.
And the reason why I'm so desperate to move is because I cannot possibly spend another second in this house that is way too small, in this room that is also way too small, in this country that is way too small, filled with people whose minds are way too small. I would get a cleaner that comes over my house and cleans my house for me and frees up literally hours of my time per week. But unfortunately, there is no such thing as a cleaning service in Belfast City. There isn't. In fact, no. There was one. There was one and it was a scam. There was one, it was a scam. An Uber recently, I got into a taxi recently because Uber doesn't operate around here anymore. That's how out of touch this country is. And
the problem is Belfast is a very small place. Very small and underdeveloped city. And the places that do exist in really shitty areas, because that's what Belfast is. It's like 80% shitty area. So, you know, you don't want your several £1,000s worth of shit getting stolen.